Do you have a problem of people crashing into your backyard, driving all over the place and tearing everything up, and then taking off never to be seen again? Yeah, me neither.
Almost at the neighbor's house.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have that problem here either. So we literally have this problem like every single year. Somebody will be hauling ass down the hill behind our house. It comes to a T intersection and yeah, they're going too fast or they're impaired and they hit the curb, fly over the sidewalk and land in my backyard. Many of them will drive around and look for another exit. If they don't get that far, then they usually get caught in the fence, which many of them do. They'll just back out and then drive off, never to be seen again. Luckily, we were home this time and I ran out there just to capture what I could with my phone. And then again, you know, they just drove off, never to be seen again. Anyway, if you're having the same sort of problem that I'm having and you don't want to run out there with your cell phone and kind of put yourself in danger, we might have an answer. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, anyway, I want to see what the specs are for the back of the panel here. Model number is T8704. Output is 5 volts at 0.9 amps. And it's made by Anchor. All right, and that's going to be our mounting point right there in the center. Flip that over. There's a close-up view of the solar panel. I love solar panels. This looks absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Next, we'll take a look at the camera right here. So on the top, obviously, is going to be our camera lens. It looks like we have maybe a microphone and maybe another sensor on the left-hand side, and then we have the ring spotlight going around the outer edge. A speaker right here, and then maybe an indication right there. Each side is going to say EUFY Security 4K right there, and then on the back right here is where we're going to have all of our connections. So this spot right up here is where we're going to connect up our mounting base right here. All right, and then we get an external antenna, which I did not see in the box, so I don't know if that actually comes in here or not. I'll have to look in the box some more, but I didn't see one. Next to that, we have a sync button. This is going to be where we connect our solar panel, and then finally we have the nano SIM card spot right over here. So that's where we're going to put in our SIM card. Here's where we're going to put our SD card right on the camera right there. Nice. And if I didn't mention it already, this is a pan and tilt camera. Here's our tree strap. Here's our 2 mounting points right here. We get an extra charging cable, some mounting screws. We get a 32 gigabyte SD card right here. We get a little tiny sticker, a quick start guide, and then finally, of course, we get the EIoT Club SIM card right here, 4G LTE, and it'll connect through Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. This is just a trial. Yeah, I've never actually used one of these before, so I don't know how that works. My main use for this is going to be off of Wi-Fi. All right, we'll just go over the specs real quick that it shows on the outside of the box over here. So impressive power in one package. 4K UHD, adaptive 4G, Wi-Fi, self-sustaining solar panel, AI tracking, and more work together as one. Like we just mentioned, dual connection with 4G and Wi-Fi, so you can maximize camera uptime with dual connectivity, I guess depending on where you're at or where you're going to set up the camera. I think how this basically works is if you're going to use it close to your house, you'll probably use Wi-Fi. However, if you're going to put this, away from your home and there's no Wi-Fi there, then you can use the SIM card that's inside, and sign up for a plan. That way you can view it remotely. Let's see, 4K Ultra HD with color night vision, so clear enough to read a license plate from 30 feet even in the dark, with color night vision, respond in real time, act quickly when something's happening, which I definitely need. Oh, it actually has two-way audio plus a sound and light alarm. That could be pretty handy. And then right over here, forever power, enjoy 24/7 off-the-grid freedom with self-sustaining solar power and battery system. An industry-leading solar panel and a powerful 9,400 milliamp hour battery basically keeps you running, 24/7. And I think I remember seeing somewhere over here you basically need a minimum of 2 hours of sunlight basically to keep you going. That's about it. And it doesn't have to be full sun or anything like that. All right, so anyway, 4G adaptive network. So it includes the EIoT Club SIM card that it can access AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. So I think it's going to use just the best signal that it can find. And then all around auto tracking with AI. So it pans up to 344 degrees. Tilts up to 70 degrees for full surveillance of your area, enhanced with AI zoom and auto tracking to seamlessly record the movements of any detected humans or vehicles. That's what I need. I'm gonna need that one. All right, and then right over here, solid and durable. The camera is protected from rain, dust, and extreme temperatures, -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. They're actually showing a picture on a side of a house, so it looks like it can be basically in ice storms, so that's really nice here in Nebraska. All right, and then of course there's gonna be an app that we'll download and install. And what else do we have in here? Local security and no monthly fees. All right, there is some little asterisks by that. So if you choose to use the cloud-based features such as cloud storage or push notifications with thumbnail previews, or thumbnail previews will be sent to the cloud as needed to provide your selected features. All right, so you can do some other stuff in here, which I'm not going to be doing. And then the third one, network carriers charge for data, which is used when live viewing or viewing and downloading recorded footage. So if you're using the SIM card, it's gonna cost for that, or if you're doing some other stuff. So there could be some things that you could get charged for if you want to, but I think if you're just going to use, your own Wi-Fi, which I'm going to be doing, everything's going to be free, basically. All right, so let's get this thing hooked up and catch some thieves. All right, open up the EUFY security app. We're going to add a device, battery cameras. So we're using the 4G LTE S330. So we'll select him, hit next. We're going to start with Wi-Fi binding, connect to router. All right, press the sync button until you hear a beep.
Connecting to the network. Please wait. Setup was successful.
We just finally got the camera added. We're going to go hit next. All right, it went ahead and formatted the SD card, I guess. And we're just going to call it backyard for now. Select the working mode for this camera, optimal battery life. For the time being, we'll just leave it on optimal. Most efficient, get notification without delay, only text included. I think for now we'll just leave it on most efficient. You can set whether to turn off the microphone of the device and audio recording. Yeah, we want it all. Okay, so at the moment I am plugged into the wall, which I did insert the SIM card already. Again, I don't plan on using that. It's giving me notifications because my fingers are going across it. After binding and installing, remember to cover the silicone plug. Yep, make sure you plug everything in. All right, here we go. So on the screen here, we can pan and tilt however we want. We can turn on and off the light. We can take screenshots. We can hit the record button, which I'm not going to do at the moment. Black and white night vision, color night vision, or turn that off. I think black and white night vision is going to work perfectly for me. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is pretty awesome. I'm liking it. It's a 360 round look. We'll see what that does. All right, so we have almost 360. All right, it is super windy out here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I walked around and tried looking for the best location for this camera, And I was going to try to put it up there on my roof so I could kind of see, you know, all the way around, but I've got my wind meter and rain gauge right up there, and it doesn't stick up high enough. All right, so my next best option is I'm just gonna mount it to this tree right here. It's already like 3/4 dead, so I'm just gonna put the screws right in it, and I'm not gonna use that strap that came with it. So, all right, hopefully you can see that all right. We're gonna go roughly right here. It's kind of cool because, I mean, you can literally mount this anywhere you want. It's pretty awesome, actually. All right, of course, this can be mounted in this direction or in this direction. All right, and then we just mount the camera. Boom, nice. Okay, now I need to mount the solar panel, and that's just gonna go right over here next to it. All right, so we got the camera right here, and I just mounted the solar panel right over here. I guess my line of sight to the sun is probably not the greatest, so this isn't the best spot for this solar panel. I'll probably have to move this eventually, but I think I might try it for a couple of days and see what happens. But that's all I did, is I just put a couple of screws into this dead part of the tree to hold everything up. And it's crazy because literally you can put this thing anywhere. All right, so there it is up there in the tree. It's probably, I don't know, 10 to 12 feet up high. And actually, it's actually following me right now. Look at that. So the AI tracking works. I wonder how far it'll actually work. Will you follow me all the way over here? It looks like it's following me. Yeah, it's following me. Hey, quit it. Quit looking at me. I just want to make sure it's all working as it should. Like, how long does it follow me for? Will it follow me the entire time? It looks like it. All right, yeah, so there's my blind spot right there, is the edge of the tree, but that's okay. Stand right about here, and maybe I can zoom in on myself. All right, that's the 8X zoom. Okay. I'm pretty far away. I'm a good, I don't know, 60 feet. All right, so there's me, hopefully. Yeah, it's my phone. It's my phone that's losing the connection over here. So it's not the camera's fault, it's my phone's fault. So far it's working really, really good. If I lose connection, it's basically because of my phone is not in the Wi-Fi range. Yep, there we go. But this is really, really cool. I'm having a blast. This is awesome. Holy crap, this is working out really, really good. All right, so while we're out here, of course, you can control it and do whatever you want. And go wherever you want. Another little reason why I kind of like it out here is I can see the solar panels on my roof. Not that I really need to see them. Boom. Or these ones over here. Let's see, if you want to see your presets, you can save these in different directions. So preset 1 is over here. Okay, there's preset 3. All right, and then preset 4. So you can set these wherever you like into the settings and basically change everything that you want, all right? So video settings in here, I'm just using auto like I said earlier. Audio settings, microphone, audio recording, speaker, which I have not tried yet. You can change your notifications, and then your motion detection. Of course, you can change all of this. I've only got it for human right now, even though I should have vehicle detection back here because people like to crash through my yard. And your pan and tilt, this is where you can set your presets in here, so you can move the camera wherever you want and then hit the set button. So that's really cool. Your night vision mode, you can set that. I probably wouldn't use the color night vision mode unless you're in like an area where you're kind of closer to subjects or something that you need to see. Since I'm kind of out in the middle of my yard, the black and white night vision is going to work the best. So there you go. Yeah, you can see right up there on the top my My battery is charging and we're at 18% right now. All right, before we wrapped up this video, I wanted to do a quick nighttime shot just to show you an example of what that looks like. So last night I logged in here just to take a look at everything, and everything looks to be pretty good, honestly. This is not the full color or anything like that, just because the camera is so far out. So anyway, I'm just kind of cruising around a little bit, and then I think I see something out of the corner of my eye. And I did. I actually see something in my wood pile right here. Look at that. Of course, I couldn't quite tell what it was, and then a little bit later I saw it in the middle of the yard, and then it ended up being a possum. So we have caught one thief on camera so far. And this is another common thing that we see at our house is possums, raccoons, and a couple of random cats. So yeah, so far I would say this thing is working pretty good at nighttime. Oh, there he is. Boom, there you go. And there's a few other things I didn't mention earlier, but oh, actually my solar panel is recharging and we're at 40% now. So that's good. So even in the trees, we are recharging, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So there was a few other things I don't think I mentioned in here, which if we scroll down to motion detection, and then we go up to activity zone. Sorry, it's gonna go into landscape mode, but anyway, you can go in here and set up activity zones to basically monitor certain areas for AI tracking and stuff like that, and then other areas that you don't want to monitor or do AI tracking, you know, like if it's on a wall or a roof or somewhere that you don't need tracking, you can set that up in here. So that is pretty cool. I am going to activate the vehicle detection because I'm going to need that, obviously. Anyway, there's all sorts of stuff that you can change and save in there at any time, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, besides all of that stuff, I freaking love this camera. This is my very first camera that I've had pan, tilt, and zoom in it, and AI tracking, or all of that stuff with it. You can just pop in there and cruise around and look all over your property, you know, at any time of the day or night. I am having such a blast with this camera. So if anybody else wants to have a blast with a wireless camera that you can literally mount like up the street, now that I'm thinking about it, you could actually put this anywhere because it has a battery and a solar panel, and as long as it gets 2 hours of sunlight a day, I mean, you never have to check on it again. You don't need Wi-Fi because you have the SIM card. You could really put it like anywhere you want, like camping, trail cams, underneath a bridge, and keep an eye on the homeless. I'm just kidding. You don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. But you could, I guess, if you really, really wanted to. So if anybody's looking for a pretty badass security camera with solar panel, make sure you check out the links below. If you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to like that smash button on your way out, and I will see you on the next one.